Hey, how's it hanging, everyone? My name is Chilbo, and I'm here with Georg of Sigur Rós. How are you doing?
I'm all right. Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Well, we're backstage here at Boston Calling. So welcome to Boston. Have you had time to do any touristy stuff while you've been here?
No, not really. We just arrived this morning, and yeah, it was no. I've been here before though, so I've done some touristy things, but not today. No.
Not today.
No, and we're leaving tonight, so.
Oh no! Do you like the Boston area?
No, yeah, absolutely. I love it. Yeah.
Cool. So I've been to Iceland twice. Yeah, Quaker was like the only thing that I listened to when I was there the first time, and then the second time, you guys were doing the tour of the Route 1. So that was last summer. I was very tempted to follow you, but I decided that'd be kind of creepy, so I didn't. But what made you guys want to do that whole tour?
We weren't on that bus though. It was just a car with a camera on it.
I thought you guys were on the bus.
No, we weren't. No, it was. We just sort of finished one song that. It was the first song that we finished until now. We're currently working on more songs and trying to finish an album. And we'd finished this one song, and we wanted to make a video and wanted to just put something out there because we were going on a tour and things like that. And we were big fans of the Norwegian national television did this thing called Slow TV, where they put a camera on a boat and it sailed into every single fjord, I think, in Norway, and there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
And people loved it, and we did as well. And so we thought it would be interesting to do something like that. And then we thought, well, maybe we can sort of put a new video on the back of that somehow and promote that video with this thing. So we also had some parts of the song put into this special software that actually created an endless, it's like an algorithm, but it creates an endless version of the music. And so we had that playing the whole time. And if you almost never stop, then you can you can drive. It's the ring road itself. You can drive in 24 hours.
In 24 hours.
Yeah, but you can't drive the whole island. If you do all the fjords, then no, it takes a week or something. But
forget it. Yeah. It took us 10 days, and we almost died several times. But that's another conversation. So let's see what else. So your music is obviously like very inspired by nature. You know, like Iceland is very like free nature, lots of different geographical things. So if you could describe the new album with a kind of geographical feature, what would it be?
I don't know yet, because we're not finished with it yet. So it's kind of I can't really say. I mean, we don't. It's a good question. I like thinking about things like in colors or geographical positions or anything like that. But when we write the music, we're not really thinking about things like that. But at the moment, I would just say a lava field.
A lava field?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's a little bit rocky at the moment.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I read somewhere that you guys were really inspired by the Smashing Pumpkins. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because I really love, Siamese Dream is one of my favorite albums of all time.
Mine too, actually. I guess when we started out, when we started playing, I think we sounded a little bit more like the Smashing Pumpkins than what we sound like today. But that's like 23 years ago or something like that. But I don't know. I mean, I've always been a fan. We got the chance, I think maybe 4 years ago, to meet Billy Corgan.
Wow.
That was really nice.
Yeah.
Actually, he's a nice guy.
Right.
I liked him a lot.
He is a nice guy.
Yeah.
That's confirmed. Okay.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Good. How does it feel? So I guess like when I went to Iceland, everyone spoke English there, or at least most people spoke English. So how does it feel knowing that people don't really need to understand what you're saying to love your music?
I think when we write the lyrics, we actually write, that is the last thing that we do. And the music comes first, and the lyrics kind of just follow what we feel the music is about. So I guess in that way, I would imagine that most people sort of get that same feeling or atmosphere from the music as we do ourselves.
Right.
And usually when we write a song, if if we're not getting some sort of emotion or feeling from it, then we usually just throw it away. You know?
Yeah, right.
It kind of has to have some sort of feeling.
Right.
You know, it has to create something in
Right.
your mind to be good for us, and then we write down the lyrics. So I guess that in that way, the lyrics really don't matter too much. But yes, everyone in Iceland speaks English. Yeah,
Yep.
mostly. Yeah.
Very helpful for the tourists. So I've never actually seen you guys perform live. This will be my first time. Very excited. But I have heard everyone who I know that's seen you live has said it's the best thing I've ever seen, you know, blah, blah, blah. So what do you feel? I mean, what do you get out of performing, and how do you think that translates to the audience?
Well, for us, when we're performing, it kind of feels like we're in this little bubble. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we do get a lot of, if the crowd is a bit, like noisy and you get feedback from, and then we get pumped up as well, and for us those are the best shows. Yeah. I think it's a bit of a misunderstanding that everyone has to be very quiet when we're playing, but we don't like it. We like people when they're noisy.
Right. Yeah.
But obviously festivals and our own shows are very, very different sort of things, and a different experience, I guess, for the audience. Obviously they're always a little bit shorter and sort of more condensed, and there might be another band playing on another stage, and we get into this little quiet part, and then you just get the next door,
Like so what's been happening outside for
yeah. So it's it can be great, and at festivals and some festivals it can be really difficult, but. But yeah, I mean, like I say, it's a totally different experience. But I think we enjoy both.
Yeah.
We love it.
Yeah. So, yeah. I watched your documentary, the one where you were like touring around and you showed like all the different shows. So it seems like you guys very much enjoy the community aspect and you really like giving back. So I guess if there was one thing that you could do to give back to the people, back home, what would it be?
Nothing. No. No. I don't know. I mean, that when we did the documentary, it was kind of when we first started sort of playing more concerts, back in like '99 or something like that. We did a little tour around Iceland. We were just driving around little cars everywhere, and breaking down in the middle of the Highlands or something, and it was so much fun. And this film was kind of like we wanted to do the same thing except film it and do something unique. We always wanted to create some sort of film with our music in it, but we didn't want to do a classic tour film, Right. So this was the idea that came up. We would just drive around Iceland and just play shows and tell no one. We would just show up, and we'd just start playing somewhere. Yeah. We'd sometimes, at the local gas station or something, we'd put up a little sign like, "Oh yeah, Sirius are playing here tonight." And usually it was always full, the shows. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know exactly what I would want to give back to Iceland. I think, it's. I think we have a good relationship with Iceland, and I think it's we're kind of always giving slightly as much as we can back, and we get a lot from Iceland as well, So
that's wonderful. Yeah. So if you could collaborate with anyone here at Boston Calling, who would it be?
Oh, I don't know. I actually haven't seen the lineup.
We'll scrap this one. That's okay. And my last question, what is your favorite animal?
Oh yeah, that's easy. That's the elephant.
Oh,
that's my favorite animal.
Mine too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, seriously.
I love elephants. Yeah.
They're great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Georg. Is there anything else you would want to tell people, in the States or any of the fans or anything?
Well, no. I mean, we're just, we're enjoying being here. everywhere. Well, actually, we'll be in Canada tomorrow, but
Oh, look
but
at you.
but no, I mean it's always a pleasure coming to the States and playing shows. You know, we've been doing that quite a lot recently, actually, last year and this year, and more than ever. And yeah, it seems like people really enjoy our music here, and we enjoy that people are enjoying our music.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for meeting with me. This is Georg from Sigur Rós, and we're here at Boston Calling. My name is Chilbo. I'll catch you later.